Raider Nation, what's going on? This is Raiders Report. I'm Mitchell Renz. Let's get right into those rumors. Are the Raiders going to release linebacker Aldon Smith? I'm going to give this one 4 Chucky heads. Believe it, baby. Oh, Aldon. I wish I wasn't totally surprised by this news, but according to the San Francisco Chronicle, the Raiders released Aldon Smith on Monday after San Francisco police confirmed they were looking for Smith, who has been connected with a domestic violence incident over the weekend. Last week on the Raiders Report, Smith was on the show because he proposed to his girlfriend, and the couple said that their main focus was getting Smith back into the NFL as soon as possible. I may be wrong, but I don't think this is the way to do it. On Saturday, police were seeking Smith in the 600 block of Bush Street in San Francisco for an alleged domestic violence case, but Smith fled the scene. Smith has since checked himself into rehab. Smith got down on one knee last week, and the Raiders are finally taking a knee on him. My name is Mitchell Renz. Please follow me on Twitter at MitchellRenz365 so I can get that nice little blue check mark. And please remember to like Oakland Raiders by Chat Sports on Facebook so you know exactly when I go live. We're talking a lot of rumors, so you need to understand my rumor scale. First one up, 0 Chuckies, tuck rule, tuck that, not going to happen. 1 Chucky, small shred of truth. I like to think of this 25% chance. 2 Chuckies, people are talking 50-50 coin flip. 3 Chuckies, people pretty likely 75% chance. 4 Chuckies, believe it, baby, 100%. Next rumor I got up right up on the board is Trumaine Johnson headed to Oakland. Trumaine Johnson is, I think, the top cornerback available, but I'm going to give this one 2 Chucky heads. People are talking. Trumaine Johnson is not expected to re-sign with the Los Angeles Rams after the Rams acquired cornerback Marcus Peters from the Chiefs. Last week, NFL draft analyst Tony Pauline reported the 49ers are expected to be the Raiders' main competition for Johnson. Which brings us to our latest update. ESPN's Rich Cimini reported Johnson is rumored to be heading to Oakland. The Raiders need to add talent in the secondary, but if they are competing against the 49ers, it may be difficult. The Raiders have $21.9 million in cap space, according to Spotrac, which is much less than the 49ers' $69.8 million. Johnson's market value is around $13.6 million per year. Not sure if it's my gut or my heart, but I think he's heading to Oakland. Next rumor up on the board, Derek Carr has had 4 play callers in his career. This one's kind of hard to believe, but 4 Chucky heads, believe it, baby. So, Carr was drafted by the Raiders in 2014 in the 2nd round, and since that time, he's had 4 different play callers. He's had Greg Olsen, Bill Musgrave, Todd Downing, and now John Gruden. Gruden himself has said that the lack of continuity has cost the franchise since he was traded to Tampa Bay in 2002. Hopefully, 4 times is the charm for the Raiders and Derek Carr. Next rumor I have up for you up the board is Erik Harris going to get tendered by the Raiders. This one's interesting. I'm going to give this one 3 Chucky heads, pretty likely. So, can you believe it? Free agency is about a week away, which means the Raiders will need to get their restricted and exclusive free agents in order. According to a source of SB Nation, Erik Harris will be tendered. Harris led the team with 5 combined special teams tackles and was the team's only special teams player on the Pro Bowl ballot. Now to a player who I think is really special. Did the Raiders meet with defensive tackle Vita Vea? I'm giving this one 4 Chucky heads. Believe it, baby. So, Vita Vea met with the Raiders on Saturday at the NFL Scouting Combine. At 6'4", 347 pounds, Vea is the largest defensive lineman in the 2018 NFL Draft. He repped 225 pounds 41 times on the bench press and ran a 5.1 40-yard dash, but injured his hamstring. If it wasn't for the hamstring injury, he may have his own island thanks to Adidas. But on a serious note, though, the Raiders have 2 Pro Bowl caliber edge rushers in Khalil Mack and Bruce Irvin, but have lacked a star defensive tackle since Richard Seymour. Drafting Vea at 10th overall would give them a dominant presence in the middle. Speaking of Richard Seymour, is Richard Seymour going to join the Raiders Report? Dramatic pause. I'll let you know right after a word from our sponsor, Game Time.
Did you know that ticket prices can actually go down right before the game? That's where Game Time comes in. Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time from thousands of trusted sellers, then shows you all the best deals. So we can get tickets at the last minute for up to 60% off. Download Game Time now.
After the Raiders report last week, I tweeted out at Mitchell Renz365, selfish plug there, the latest Raiders rumors. I then noticed a certain Raider legend liked one of my Raiders report tweets. It was Richard Seymour. So obviously I said, hey man, anytime you want to join the Raiders Report, you let me know. Which Richard Seymour then replied with 100%. I couldn't believe this, but Richard Seymour has since gone silent, guys. So I asked for your help. Please tweet at BigSay93 and tell him to join the Raiders Report. Now let's get into some trivia about Richard Seymour. How many years did Richard Seymour play for the Oakland Raiders? If you think it's 3, give me a heart. 4, like. 5, wow face. 6, laughing. Spoiler alert, it's not 6. Going to the next rumor is, did Reggie McKenzie rep a Beast Mode shirt at the Combine this past week? I'm going to give this one 4 Chucky heads. Believe it, baby. So let me just say that I love that McKenzie is repping Beast Mode's The Town t-shirt. We know all of the Lynch rumors this offseason, but after seeing McKenzie repping Lynch's shirt, I think and I'm hoping the rumors are going to come to an end. The shirts for Lynch are $25 and are in 4 different colors for the sports teams in Oakland. Marshawn, or anyone listening, can you hook me up with a shirt? I'm a medium, maybe a small. Who knows? Next rumor up on the board. Did Maurice Jones-Drew say the Raiders need a linebacker? I'm going to give this one again 4 Chucky heads. Believe it, baby. Maurice Jones-Drew has his own opinion, just like everyone does, especially in sports. Heck, if I had a nickel for every time someone on Facebook or YouTube didn't like one of my takes, I'd be sipping margaritas with Bobby Bonilla. But I digress. Yesterday, former Raiders running back Maurice Jones-Drew gave his 2 cents on the Raiders' needs. Not only does Maurice Jones-Drew think linebacker is their biggest need for the Raiders, but he sees them needing one more than any other team in football. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments. I can't really totally disagree with him, but linebacker, we'll see. Last rumor up on the board, Dion Lewis, is he coming to the Oakland Raiders? There's been a lot of rumors surrounding the running back situation, but I'm going to give this one 0 Chucky heads. Tuck rule, tuck that, don't believe it. Why on earth would the Raiders bring in running back Dion Lewis? Why? Maybe you guys can put it in the comments because I have no answers for it. But Mike Florio of Pro Football Talk reported the Jets, Texans, Niners, Raiders, and Colts are interested in his services. Well, Lewis likely is going to net somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 years for $18 million. But Marshawn Lynch is going to come back, and I don't see why Oakland would add Lewis because I think DeAndre Washington and Jalen Richard are equally as talented.